All right, oatmeal industry, listen up. I got some taglines for your marketing department. Oatmeal. Put it in your belly so that you don't want to put anything else in your belly for the time being. Oatmeal. Digestible salads. Oatmeal. When you don't want to be hungry and you don't care how. Oatmeal. The consistency of some poops without the bad smell. WheezyNews! Jang, jing, badonka-donk, boom. Speaking of poops, yesterday I said these brown waders were desirable because you could poop in them and no one would notice. Well, in the comments, Donnie Ray had a thing or one to say about it. Say you can dookie in those waders without anyone knowing, but the smell would probably be more noticeable. Not if you already smell like poop. See? We're still in the first minute of this video and we've talked mostly about the smell of poop. For a non-poop related comment, I like Chaos Craig. Thank you. But if you like Chaos Craig, wait till you get a load of Chaos Clone. Hey Chaos Clone, show yourself. Not gonna. See? Chaos Clone doesn't do what you tell him. So chaotic. So I'm on day 2 of my Biphasic Sleep experiment, in which I will be waking up for a period of 2 or 3 hours in the middle of the night, doing work, and then going back to bed. So sleeping in 2 chunks. Last night I woke up an hour before my 3 o'clock watch alarm at 2. Just uncomfortable. Just really didn't feel good. I moved around. I couldn't get cozy. So I got up, went downstairs, worked on that documentary I told you about in the previous video. Eventually got sleepy, went back upstairs at around 4:30, 5-ish, slept until 9. And I feel more well rested today than I've felt in a while, actually. The first 2 days so far, that second sleep, it was a beautiful dream. Several dreams, actually. Literally, because I was sleeping. And I got work done that I've been meaning to do. Guys, it's all happening. In other news, remember that bullet journal video I did? After that video came out, the creator of the bullet journal, Ryder Carroll, contacted me and I interviewed him. Turns out he actually has a whole face, not actually just like half of journal on half of his face, which is disappointing, but probably not for him. And he convinced me to revisit the bullet journal. Still haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna pretty soon. I'm not gonna do it digitally this time. He sent me his book, not his journal, but a book he wrote about journaling. It's his journal book, not his book journal, to make less sense. And for him, it seems like a big part of the bullet journal is about finding purpose, finding your motivation. It's not just a glorified to-do list. And then for him, it involves every morning reflecting on the things he wants to do. My next video is about something super important, bidets. In a future video, probably I'm going to do another bullet journal video. I don't know, bullet journal redux, bullet journal Part 2, bullet journal reloaded, bullet journal revolutions, bullet journal the squeakquel. I tried bullet journaling again, but this time in a better way because I talked to the guy who created it and he told me a better way to do it. Electric Boogaloo. Anyway, I'm going to try it again and it's going to feature an interview with Ryder Carroll and I'm hopefully going to be better at it. Even though it was pretty good, I've kind of fallen off and I feel like I can do a better job with it. You may have won the first round bullet journal, but get ready for round 2. This time, as well as the first time, it's personal. Because it's a journal. I also got the Why We Sleep book in the mail, which several of you pointed out is flawed. But Ashley Simmons in the comments said she read the book and it has really helped her focus and improve her sleep behavior, even though she also kind of figured a lot of it was exaggerated and probably not true. Which again is a reminder that we should take everything with a grain of salt, but also with grains of, the opposite of that. Sugar, nutrients, you can still learn from things that accidentally pull a dumb, is what I'm saying. Some of you have probably learned from me, and I'm a classic example of really, really dumb a lot of the time. Observe. Adoy? See? Proven. I was trying to hit my butt. It's also a good reminder that just because you tried something and it worked for you doesn't mean everything that you get from that source that taught you the thing that works for you is going to be true and right. The world is complicated. And speaking of salt, I mentioned that What I've Learned video about how we may be over-exaggerating the bad effects of high sodium, but Miyazaki Fan 100, and by the way, Miyazaki is a great thing to be a fan of, said don't fall for that video for various reasons outlined in the comment. They linked to another video from Dr. Greger who goes more in detail about all of the consequences of high sodium. It's just research and counter research all the way down, you guys. The point is, just stay curious and don't ever assume you know everything. Most of the time when I interview experts in any field, they tend to not be certain about most things. When I come across comments where someone is very certain, usually to me that's a red flag, meaning they're communists. No, meaning that, they probably are missing something, because the world tends to be a little more complicated than that. I know I was talking about this in the last video too, but hey, this is what I do, guys. What's on my mind is what I talk about. That's what is happening here in this channel from now on, maybe forever, or maybe this is the last one, I don't know. Okay, full disclosure, it is now the next day. I'm wearing the same shirt. but you can tell that it's the next day because look at how much longer my hair is today compared to yesterday. It's hard to tell the difference unless you see the side-by-side comparison. Did Biphasic Sleep again. This time I woke up even earlier, but otherwise same old story. I worked for a while, got tired, went back to sleep. And I feel like it's a little better. It's a little better. All right, now let's talk about the big day coming up on Sunday in the United States. If you didn't realize, it's Father's Day. Uh-oh, better get a gift if you need to. So here's some last-minute Father's Day gift ideas. 1, beer. If he doesn't drink beer, legal recreational drugs. If he doesn't do any of that, apple juice. 2, inform him that Father's Day has become too commercialized, so you are going to give him an experience gift, which is bird watching, and then say, look at that bird. 3, tell him to take $20 off of what he was going to give you in his will and give that to someone else so that he can gain more love and respect from someone else. And 4, wait for it. Just tell him to wait for it. Happy Father's Day, you guys. Is that a new chair? Why, yes, it's brand new. Just got it today. It looks exactly the same as yesterday and the past several videos chair, but I burned that one to the ground and replaced it with an exact replica because I just like that new chair smell. New chair! In other news, new fossils of giant rhinos, the largest land mammals ever found in China. Look at that. Look at that. Imagine if you saw that walking around right now. You'd be scared. Carl, I know you'd be scared. You're so afraid of rhinos, Carl. It's a new species they have dubbed Paraceratherium lingianse. Exact pronunciation. And now, I will do a react video to seeing the fossil. Yeah. That's a pretty big bone. In other news, things I'm into these days. The show Loki, there's been 2 episodes up so far. It is fun sci-fi time travel madness. There's a lot of exposition you gotta pay attention to, which is particularly hard when all you wanna do is look at Owen Wilson's mustache. But I'm enjoying it. And during my exercises, I've been watching a lot of Billy on the Street clips on YouTube. A lot of energy and offensive statements that Billy Eichner has. And finally, something Chyna and I have been working on very hard. We're doing a series for the AMC TV YouTube channel. It's called Movie Buff. We watch a movie and we make an exercise routine inspired by the movie, and then we do the exercise. The first episode just came out today, and it's Tommy Boy, and we've been working pretty hard on these, and I'd love for you to check them out. They're fun. They're good. They're food. I think that's it for today. You can check out that video here. You can check out, YouTube thinks you'll like that video. Subscribe and support me on Patreon if you'd like to. And I'm gonna just keep making these videos. Yeah. That's a pretty big bone there. Yeah. That's a pretty big bone.